Hey, welcome back again. And this is week 2. Week 2 is all about connecting you with your soul team. For some of you, this is the first time you're hearing this. And for some of you, maybe you've been connecting with your angel guides since you were young. I'll share with you something about me. When I was a child, I had an imaginary friend. And I remember how safe I always felt knowing I could talk to my friend, and to me they were very real. And years later, I came to realize this was what some people call angel guides. And I'm grateful I came from a culture that believed that this was actually possible. Of course, now with things like modern Christianity, some things have been pushed to the side, but that does not mean it didn't work for thousands of years before that. So who are the soul team? What are they there for? Do we all have soul teams? One of the reasons why we have depression so much on the planet is people are feeling disconnected and people are feeling alone. One of the main reasons you need to connect with your soul team is because you would never, ever, 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 ever feel alone. They're always with you. From the moment you take in your breath, your first breath, and when you leave this planet, you will walk out with your guides. So this may sound a bit woo-woo to some of you, but allow me to share with you the little I have done. I've done a lot of research. I connect with my team every day. I have an altar where I do my prayer, my meditation. To me, all that does means is that is a setting of intention. So who are the soul team? So as a being, first of the things you have to understand is that you are first a spiritual being having a human experience. You are first a spiritual being having a human experience, not the other way around. Growing up, I remember I spent a lot of time with my grandmother. And now what I'm actually realizing is that everything in her language, in her culture, refers to each and every person as a soul. And this is a language that goes back God knows how long, okay? And I speak it fluently. And that's when I started realizing, oh wow, it's really interesting, because when you have to speak in another languages, some of these things you lose. However, what I want to really share with you is, if I used the word like me, Neo, right? That I'm not referring to the physical self. I'm referring to a part of myself that's so greater than myself. It's my bigger self. It's also part of my soul self. So if I'm walking down in the village and I'm talking to me about me, or somebody says me, I understand that's what they mean. However, in English, it's a bit different, okay? And so this is just some of the things, as I was saying, this is a timeless wisdom that's now coming out to be shared with the rest of the world for those who are going to resonate with it. So this is one of the things you have to understand. Okay, if you're a spiritual being, then you just took, this is a shell. In fact, I remember in Swahili they say mwili ni chakula cha mchwa, which means the body is just food for the termites when you're gone. That's all the physical body is considered to be. So sometimes when we get so caught up with our looks and all this, and we forget to invest in the things that are really matter, which are within us, internally, that's what we miss out on when we throw this cloak. I remember one time I saw this interesting, it was like a quote, and it was somebody who'd passed away and they'd wrapped the body like a mummy, and on top of it they'd said she had a beautiful body. You know, like those things really don't matter when it's time for us to go back to the earth. Okay, going back to the soul team, and after this, I'll give you a short meditation for you to be able to connect with your soul team. Please remember, it's like any other relationship you create in life. You're close to your loved ones, your mom, your dad, your brothers, your sisters, your friends, because you keep in touch with them, you talk to them, you tell them what's happening in your life. Your soul team is the same way. You'll have to keep in touch with them. So what's happening? Maybe they talk to you through your dreams, they talk to you through your intuition. Maybe you have an inkling. You told go this way, go that way, talk to this person, talk to that person, don't do this, do that. Yeah, so you've always had that guidance system. It's just maybe you never really thought too much about it. So what is your soul team? I call this the support kit. It's like your support kit. What does it entail? First of all, you have your ancestors, right? Your ancestors know you by name, by frequency, by color. They know who you are, which part of the family tree you fell under. Like, think about it. If we came from the sperm and the ovum from our parents, they came from their parents and their parents before that. So there's this essence that's passed on. One of my favorite sayings is walk tall as if you have 100,000 ancestors behind you, because they do. They are there. They are a part of you already. You carry them within your DNA. So it's not like you can just get rid of them overnight. They're there. And they love you so much. I remember when I connected with my ancestors, I felt this longing that I had just disappear. They are able to fill you with so much peace. They are able to fill you up with so much compassion that the world cannot offer, simply because they have walked this path. They have been on earth. They've had the tribulations. Chances something you're going through right now, somebody on your ancestry went through it. So it's always important. There's so many cultures. If you've been to Bali, Thailand, they always have spirit houses to honor their ancestors. Same for me, coming from an African culture. Ancestors were so important. As a matter of fact, every time the sun came up in the morning, you faced one side of the mountain, just to honor the ancestors. And what happens is, when they stood to face the mountain, all the other ancestors joined them to greet the day and claim the energy of the day. So anyway, we'll be going deeper into that. The next thing you want to know about your support team is your angel guides. So your angel guides can be literally, I could look African, but I got an angel guide who's Red Indian. Okay, so we have lived different past lives. So you have not come across it, trust me, somewhere along the line you will be able to come across past lives. Our angel guides, they know us, they're supporting us on our life's journey. They help us choose our soul's mission, why we came here on earth. You know, you put your hand up, say, hey, I'm going to go on earth and I'm going to do this. And they're just here to remind you. They also help you work out karmas you may have collected in different lifetimes with other people. They're also saying, talk to this person, and you don't know, that may be, you know, the partner for your life. So they are always with you. They come with you from the moment you're born, and you go back with them the moment you die. You also have angels, just lots of angels. If you're in the Catholic Church, you know Mother Mary is known as the Queen of Angels. So when you work with Mother Mary, she tends to just show up with an entourage of angels, and whatever you need help for, you can ask. This experience is, you can live it the way you want, but the truth is we have the free will to ask for help. There are also archangels. Archangels have been designated, like Archangel Michael, who helps clear away negative energy. If you're having psychic attacks, or in the Catholic Church, they say demonic attacks, Archangel Michael usually is the one who comes, and you call to somebody like Archangel Michael to come and support you and help you. Archangel Raphael could be for healing, you know, there's Uriel, the different ones. The different people who've actually had their life missions teaching the rest of us about angels. So maybe look around the internet if you want to find out more about angels and archangels and how they can help you on your life's journey. But I can tell you, in my own experience, my life changed dramatically when I was able to connect with my angel guides and use them. And not only that, sometimes you have such a difficult, challenging situation in another person, and the only thing you can do is to talk to their angel guides and